All right, guys. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is in the land. But one thing we have going on here is in a month and a half time, we have just a dramatic testimony. It seems like almost every time you come in, we're adding something to the list, which is impressive because I find these days people are not having these profound changes. They hope and they wish for these changes, but until you find an approach that actually gets to the root cause, which the Wellness Way approach is amazing. And just Joy, I mean, it just seems like you're just rocking new possibilities and functional limits that you couldn't do before. And on 10:30, Joy's blood pressure was 167/78. 167/78. So that first number is supposed to be like 118 instead of 167 or 120. So we have a 47 numerical difference in a bad heart not performing. Her pulse was 48. Now, less than 30 days later, Joy you had your blood pressure was 121. Now we're in the neighborhood in functional rhythm and rate of the heart over 66. So 121/66 in a 28-day period through reducing inflammation. And not only did by working and reducing inflammation in the gut, but tell us what your joints are doing.
Well, before I couldn't grip anything real well. I'd have to get Paul to open everything. Or if I did grip something for a while, like a paintbrush, and I'm painting for a while, all of a sudden my grip would just loosen. I mean, it would do it on its own and I would drop the paintbrush. So now I don't have that. And I was just noticing the other day, I didn't have the constant joint hurt when I opened and closed my hands.
Yeah. That's we're just going to take it one at a time and break it down. So there's increased grip strength, and that's by dealing with the spine and removing nerve interference to the wiring harness that comes in. People a lot of times can't take off jar tops the way they would, or all of a sudden they're just dropping things. That has to do with the nervous system improvements in a month and a half that we've made by working with the spine. And what else was happening with the joints? 4
years ago, I had been getting cortisone shots in my knees,
right?
Because I had a lot of knee pain, but I haven't had one. So, and they don't hurt. So that's a great thing, because the shots alone are very painful.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So.
Yes. Not to mention you can only get so many, and because they do joint destruction, they take away the pain. That's just something that if you can reduce the inflammation, so there's less arthritis pain in your hands and your knees. That's awesome for 1 month and a half to get rid of arthritis pain that's been there. How long was it?
Well, it's been over 4 years since I remember getting a shot. So I'd had it for the last probably 8 years, probably.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of pain.
So this is massive. So we've got a normalization of heart function. Oh yeah, she had. Thank you, Juanita. Like a irregular heartbeat, or
her
the pulse has
yeah.
normalized, right, from 48 to like 75. So that pulse is getting to a more normalized pulse rate. So we know there's less stress on the heart by reducing the inflammation. And Joy, like you told me you were going up to get Christmas the last time we did our you're going up in the attic getting Christmas presents. You're blazing down a deck, back stairs that you hadn't done in 4 years. Functional improvement. And what's your thing you told Juanita and I this morning with your friend? You're helping your friend.
Oh, I'm helping a friend move. She's downsizing from a 3,000 square foot home to about 500 or 600 square foot. So we've been challenged to get rid of a lot, keep a lot, get rid of a lot, and pack a lot. So we've been having fun.
So it's so awesome. So now Joy thinks she's like part of the moving crew just to help friends. So this is so good. You can do these things and not even think about it. Like you're just rocking out of the house differently now,
and
right?
she gave me a pair of her old pants, size 8.
Oh my gosh!
Check out this.
I haven't been in a size 8 for 21 years, so
size 8, people.
Woohoo!
So this is good.
And then, no, it's amazing. Yeah, it's so, gosh.
And
Oh,
you
yeah?
don't have to drink coffee like in the morning. You don't have to stay
No,
home.
I don't. My mornings was spent very close to home 2 months ago. I would get up in the morning and have my coffee, and if I had coffee, I had to stay home at least another hour and a half to 2 hours. But now my system is waking me up before I have my coffee in the morning to go to the bathroom without coffee. So I'm normal. I'm normal. I can go and do and be myself.
No limits, huh?
No limits. So it's nice. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I just love, this makes coming to work really fun because people just have these amazing changes with the Wellness Way approach. She's lost
13 pounds.
13 pounds. You're rocking size 8s.
Well, 2 months ago I was wearing a size 12. So I've come from a 12 to an 8 in 2 months.
That's what we're talking about. So, yeah, so we just wanted to share this. This is what happens with people who come under care and they start to deal with their gut issues and rebuild their immune system and start reducing inflammation so they're not ate up with arthritis in their hands and their knees. If you know friends and family members who want to change, the results are being produced here. So we can do things that people are wishing they could go into their later years of their life and not being so beat up by the first part of all the stresses. And you're like a superstar. You're like a little shining star in Miracle. So, yeah, Joy, you rock. So please like and share this. Give other people hope from this, that this is all done naturally with God's God-given herbs, plants, and it's really not hard to help a person begin to heal themselves, because that's what's going on here. We're not treating any symptoms. We're not treating any diseases. This is just the power of God inside the human body with no interference a month and a half later. So please, there's Wellness Way offices all over the United States. There's people begging God for changes in their digestive issues, all sorts of, in their energy levels, in their functional improvements. Please be an angel for someone and pass this video along and check out a Wellness Way office in your area. Thanks so much, Joy.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This is good.